What if everything you thought you knew about psychology was wrong? Today, we're diving deep, uncovering the biggest myths that have shaped and misled our understanding of the human mind. Ever heard that introverts can't be leaders? Or that opposites attract? Well, let's just say it's time to set the record straight. Stick around, because what you discover might just change how you view yourself and others forever. Let's kick things off with a classic. Introverts can't be leaders. It's a myth that's held back so many brilliant minds, but why do we believe it? If being quiet meant you couldn't lead, half the world's greatest thinkers would be in hiding, whispering ideas to their houseplants. The reality? Some of the most effective leaders, like Bill Gates or Eleanor Roosevelt, have been introverts. Studies show that introverted leaders often excel because they listen more, think deeply, and empower their teams to shine. So, if you've ever been told to speak up to get ahead, know this: being an introvert might be your secret weapon. But if that's a lie, then what else are we getting wrong? All right, let's tackle the next big one. Opposites attract. It's romantic, it's thrilling, and it's almost entirely false. Because if you think you'll fall in love with someone who loves pineapple pizza while you don't, then brace yourself for a lifetime of dinner debates. Psychology tells us that people are more likely to be attracted to those who are similar to them in values and personality. Familiarity creates comfort. Sure, differences can be exciting at first, but long-term compatibility often hinges on shared traits. But does that mean we're all destined for boring relationships with people just like us? Not exactly. Next up, you only use 10% of your brain? Sounds shocking, right? That we're somehow sitting on untapped genius potential. But spoiler alert, this is pure nonsense. Modern neuroscience has shown that we use virtually every part of our brain. Each region has its own purpose, from basic motor functions to complex decision-making. The 10% myth is a huge oversimplification. So, sorry to disappoint. No secret brain superpowers unless you count finding the remote without looking. But if the 10% myth is false, what about that other thing you've heard? You've probably been told that you're either left-brained, logical and analytical, or right-brained, creative and intuitive. But is this true? Or just another catchy label? In reality, the human brain is far more interconnected. While certain areas may be more active during specific tasks, the left versus right brain divide is overly simplistic. Creativity isn't confined to one hemisphere, nor is logic. So if the brain doesn't work in neat halves, what's actually happening up there? Let's explore another one. Body language tells the whole story. Many believe a crossed arm means anger or disinterest, but interpreting body language is far from straightforward. Context matters. A person crossing their arms could be cold, comfortable, or yes, maybe upset. But assuming you can read someone like a book based on body language alone is a dangerous oversimplification. So before you label your friend a liar just because they scratch their nose, remember, you might be missing the full picture. Which leads us to our final, most pervasive myth. Perhaps the biggest misconception of all: therapy is only for people with serious mental illnesses. This belief stops so many from seeking help when they need it most. But therapy is for everyone. It's a space to grow, to understand yourself better, to navigate life's challenges. You don't need a crisis to seek clarity. The idea that you have to be broken to seek help? That's the real myth we need to shatter. So there you have it. The truth about psychology isn't as simple as we'd like it to be. Myths are comfortable. They make the complex seem easy, but they also limit our understanding. What other assumptions might you be carrying around without realizing it? What else about our own minds